Good evening, everyone. I hope we're all having a wonderful day today. OBS is still being really fucking weird. But we're just gonna roll with it. I still need to look into a lot of things, like getting extra stream notifications, but we're just rolling with it. So we are, just as a bit of a recap, for the sake of the VOD as well. This is the Titan Challenge. We can't fast travel. We have to play on the highest difficulty. We can save at the start of every chapter. Every time we die, we need to load the latest manual save and then delete it. And we need to complete every location, both on islands and in the water. Complete every quest. Get all the quotas, top of the mercenary list, all the ship upgrades. Basically, we need to do everything the game has to offer. Kind of a true 100% while working with semi-hardcore rules. Because fun on hardcore would be a death sentence. Just to kind of lay out the route for now. First, we need to destroy the ship. This is the first real RNG dependent part, because we can't upgrade the ship yet. So we are dealing with base stats. And in basically this entire area, pirate ships can spawn, I think here as well. And when they spawn, they might patrol into the fight. So a large part of this will be making sure that we don't end up in fighting more ships than we can handle at a time. We will then stop here at Achaia to pick up a quest. That will be a fetch quest that will take us all over the world. I think we need to do one, like we need to get 3 things. One is over here. One is like over here somewhere. I don't remember where the last one is, but like that sends us all across the world. Then somewhere around here we have an underwater location we need to clear. We gotta go over here for a mission. Pick up another mission on this island, which will immediately clear. And that will bring us to this island, which we will then clear, and then we can actually go into Megaris. And then we need to complete all of Megaris in one go, which is going to be fun. What is actually our gear? Okay, we're still running around with... We'll be able to start replacing stuff soon. The white sails are merchants. Those are fine, they won't attack us. It's the kind of dark gray, blackish sails that are pirates. So I think that ship standing still is our target. I think that's a merchant. There we see another pirate ship, but that's sailing away from us. And this is clear. Okay, we have very good luck. My first few attempts I would specifically try and start fights in the area, because I thought it would give us access to better resources to get ship upgrades sooner. I'm kind of beginning to realize that I really don't need it, and it's just putting up extra risks. Gonna start off with a ram. Yes. The javelins do slightly more damage than the bow. And the ram does more damage than the javelin. So we kind of want to balance it out. But the javelins are like our primary weapons. Now we won't board ships very often. The advantage of boarding a ship is it heals the ship, but you also regenerate health out of combat, and it gives you some loot. But if we just cleave it in 2, we actually get access to a lot of wood, which is the main resource we lack for most of the run. Doesn't actually tell me how much we got. And when you cleave in half like that, you get like a large bonus to it.
Now that Sparta and Athens are at each other's need new recruits to better our crew.
I know where to start. The best archer I know. He'd be a valuable asset.
When can we meet him?
Well, you're going to have to persuade him.
What do you mean?
You get him aboard, and I'll talk him into it. A little drachmi should sweeten the deal.
So you want me to knock him out?
No, no. Well, maybe just pacify him a little. Then get him to the ship so we can have a little talk. Everything will be fine. I promise you.
Sweet. We actually need to unmark the quest now because it automatically marks itself. And we have access to the ship now. Unfortunately, all of these lieutenants have stats, so I can't use them. I can't even have them as statically without having the stats. I've also just decided I will stick with the crew I obtained from Mission and Loot. Just for kind of immersion's sake. And I actually prefer the standard Adressia colors over these anyways, so that's just what we're gonna go with. Well, it is nice though, the more we upgrade the ship, like the better it looks. It's like the paint is in a bit chipped now, and when we look around, it's in a general state of disrepair.
Go!
But that will improve as we get upgrades. That's actually very worrying how close they got. Don't have enough to really get any upgrades, so I'm just gonna run away. I don't think they can catch up. And if we can make our way to the port, we should be fine. I don't think the pirate ships go very far into this area. Because at least I've never really seen them. I think they kind of patrol a general area. So we should be mostly fine here. And now we just need to find Demokritos.
These people sure like building boats.
It's mostly a little bit of
You, come here.
like we're still in the area that I'm so used to. I
You don't
know
look
how to do
rich.
everything.
The richest person in any land is the one who wants for the least, and I want for nothing at all.
Rich, wanting for nothing, and calling me over to help. Doesn't make sense.
Ah! A mind that thinks for itself. Someone save me from this horror. Relax, relax. The name's Demokritos, renowned thinker of thoughts, writer of rights, and questioner of answers.
I'm Cassandra, and I've never heard of you.
Probably says more about you than me, Cassandra. Now you came here to help, hmm? So happens I've uncovered the whereabouts of 3 divine mathematical discoveries.
Mathematical discoveries. Really?
Yes, really. The theorems, when combined with my own, will unlock the greatest mystery in the universe, which, as you know, is a place where mysteries strive to remain locked. Bring these 3 theorems to me, and I will reward you handsomely.
So, you get the theorems, and
Let's do
I
math.
get a reward. From a man who seems completely disinterested in Drachmi.
Drachmi is for idiots. What I offer is far greater than that. But first, the theorems.
Fine. What are they?
Only the greatest achievements of rational thought. The original transcriptions of the Golden Ratio, the Pythagorean Theorem, and Zeno's Paradox.
I think we need to ask about them to know where they
Tell
are.
me about Zeno's paradox.
Myself excluded. Zeno of Elea was the world's brightest philosopher, known for writing paradoxes that could stump anyone. His work was thought destroyed, but I happen to know the priests in Locris saved it.
About the golden ratio.
Ah, the divine number. It's a guiding principle in architecture, sculpture, and is found in nature too. The original is wasting away in the dirty hands of sculptors in Argos. It should be with a mathematician. Like me.
Right, Argos, I see. Second prognostication.
Where am I going to find the Pythagorean theorem?
It's all around you, of course. Deceptively simple but subtly mysterious. The equation was apparently etched in stone. I heard the tale it was lost in sunken ruins between 3 islands that form a triangle.
I'll find
Sweet.
these theorems for you.
Come back as soon as you have one.
And now if we go to our quest tab, we can find other locations. So it will be a while until we get there, but also we won't do Achaia yet because the area is far too overleveled for us. So we're just gonna go back on our ship. I just wanted to make sure we have that started so we can actually. I think if you don't take on the quest, I don't know if they spawn. At the very least, it won't tell you where they are. Did I just pass the dock? I did. But yeah, I don't think you can find them if you don't ask them about it. Because I don't think they are like marked map locations. So at the very least they're really easy to miss otherwise. And this way they will actually register on the overworld when you're nearby. Okay. And now we just need to find the underwater ruins. I think they should show up on the map already. Yeah, if we go in a straight line from here. Don't know if there are any overhead markings. Oh, we're actually really nearby. Sweet. There are 3 chests we need. There we go. And we can take a dive. We should get 1 figurehead, which is just a decorative piece for the ship, but they look nice. And a few... there is a chance for this nut to be quite good. This is anti-damage, so we're just gonna break it. And we're gonna put the eagle figurehead on. And that's what we'll use for now. I'm gonna go up to the surface because the sharks only go a certain height. At a certain point they stop chasing you. And now we try and make it down for the chest. Okay, this is gonna be rough. We can only survive 1 hit. Tracker's belt, those are quite good. I think even with a heal, it's not enough. Okay, I don't think there were sharks at the other chest. And what's the stat on the tracker's belt? Warrior damage. Damn it. That's a shame. I think this is probably gonna be a weapon. Can't remember if this one is guaranteed or not. Because some chests have determined loot and some are randomized. Nah, it's random too. 3 armor pieces though, it's... yeah, 4%. I'm gonna stick to that. I need that 14 assassin damage bonus. I should replace it soon though. How did it get completely turned around? Oh, there is an indicator here. Bar boxes. I guess every underwater location has to have some way to recognize them from above.
Nice to see you, Commander.
Okay. And now we just gotta make our way over to this little peninsula here.
That's the island. You'll need to be cautious. It will be crawling with pirates.
Now we have to recruit this first bandit, but I honestly never recruit random enemies. I always recruit from missions. So this is kind of a tutorial for something that we will not engage with ever again as soon as we finish.
My ship needs sailors like you. Join us. You'll make a
Just
worthy addition.
doesn't mind that we knocked him out. Come on, Mark. Why won't they mark? Okay, now I need to stealth them, but they have a dog. That makes it more difficult. Damn it. Archer. Hang on, need to get him first. Because he will be an issue otherwise. You're not getting away. He really thought. Sweet. Now the main reason I don't like recruiting from bandits is I need to go for non-lethal all the time. And I just can't be arsed, honestly. I don't need warrior damage. Don't need hunter damage. And don't need that either. So now we hire this person and assign. We'll have one more recruit before we go into Megaris, and then we can recruit Odessa once we are there. So we won't really need to worry with bandits.
Good. He'll be a valuable asset to the crew.
Will he be enough?
Don't worry.
I just want to have him for now,
Opportunities to recruit more people.
in case we need to fight before
Something
we
tells me we're going to need them.
We should set a course for
before we reach Megaris. And we reach the void. What else do we need? I think charge heavy might be good. It's the only way to handle tower shields. And I tend to neglect it a little bit. Can now customize our weaponry. Kinda don't want a warrior damage sword. So we can make this look like whatever we want. Doesn't need to be a weapon of the same type. Kinda like the ceremonial mace. That looks kinda cool. Or we can just use the default look. So we can switch this out for the Athenian Interax. But I can then say I like the Traveler's Armor more, or I want to do the Brawler Armor. Actually, I like the Traveler's Armor more. So that's what we're gonna go with. We have Hunter's Belt. Not sure if I like that mix. Tracker kinda works. Yeah, Tracker kinda works. What about these? Really don't have a lot of boots yet. Kinda surprising, honestly. Also, we are going to customize our stuff a lot. We can also just remove an item, so if you didn't want to use clothes at all, I do want to have some.
The gods are with us today, Cassandra. The sea is calm and the winds are warm.
It's beautiful.
It is, my friend. It sure is.
Now luckily these ships won't attack us because they're soldiers. But they will attack us if we attack merchants. These are Persians. Now, the Persians won't directly attack the Athenians, I believe. But the Spartans will... The Spartans are their allies, so they will come to their aid. If they see you fighting a Persian ship. But because the area is exclusively Athenian ships so far, we can attack the two Persian ships here without having to worry about consequences. And there are just two Persian ships, so they're quite easy to deal with. Come on, javelins. Go.
Well, we got out of that alive. Something to take on board.
Now we go for this ship. And that should give us some resources. We can now spend on upgrades. I've actually assigned him. Whoops. So we're about to have quite a big fight up ahead. So I'm actually gonna go for the hull upgrade, which gives us more health and armor, so we survive longer. We have such poor visibility in this storm. Honestly, a little bit of a downside, because the game does look really beautiful on the water.
It's bandits, pirates. Gods protect us all. See that island?
And we're gonna go in. I love how detailed all the inner water sections are. Like, they didn't have to give us the option to dive everywhere. But it really makes the sea so much more alive. Especially if we compare it to Black Flag, where it's just endless water everywhere, in every direction. Here we will talk to Tecton.
I beg you! Oh, thank the gods you came.
What happened? Where's the rest of your crew?
Pirates! They killed most of us, but they took my brother. Please, you must help him.
I'll help find your brother, sailor.
I'm not a sailor, I'm a carpenter. So is my brother. Our father taught us.
Interesting. Our ship could use a carpenter.
I've worked as a shipwright, repaired hulls with holes the size of Poseidon's fist. Please, save my brother, and I'll join your crew.
Then it's a deal.
Sweet.
We'll
Let's go
find
hunt
these
pirates.
and rescue your brother.
then before we do that, we need to go in here. Because there are 3 chests in this cave. First one is a little bit tricky, it's up here. And the floor gives out. So we gotta go along the wall. Then we can go down here. Dive in the water. One more chest is behind this waterfall. And then we have one down here. Ooh, let's see. Axe could be really good. It's warrior damage. Please, I need assassin damage. I might just go for this one, honestly. It's like the offset between damage and the offset between like damage and armor is getting quite heavy. We should start getting +5 and eventually even higher sets soon. And I think the +9 Pilgrim's Pout is in Megaris. That will also be quite good. Not certain if it's about though. But we will hunt down the Pilgrim set as soon as we can. I think, is the other one in... Don't remember where the rest of the set is. I think... I think in Iboya, but I'm not certain. It's kind of spread all across the road, so it's gonna take ages to get it. I know one of them is on Crete. So it's gonna be a while until we can get there, but... At least we'll have the, once we unlock the Cortex, we can go for the snake set. I get a sense that the rain and storm is lowering our FPS even further as well. I'm not happy about that. Please, can the weather improve already? Rain effects are really bad for video compression as well, so I really hope it doesn't look horrible on YouTube. Because YouTube is not good with rain effects.
The Athenians have blocked the entrance to the bay!
Okay. Now, before we actually go onto the island, we're gonna swim around and we're gonna get this shipwreck. Doesn't really matter which we do first, but there is a potential it has good loot. That will be helpful in the upcoming fight. Because there's a low chance we will manage this fully in stealth. But it's also a really tough fight. I do think it's a little bit easier to stealth it from this direction though, so... There we go. Doesn't really look like it's much useful stuff. Level 5. 5% assassin damage boots, not bad. Just keep them what they are. And let's put the lion on. The most dangerous part about this cave is generally how easy it is to get stuck. Swim through this part. There we go. There are a bunch of bandits on air. And they're all in really unfortunate locations. I needed to get rid of the dog first because otherwise I was gonna get spotted by it again. What kind of enemies are there? It's really tough to see through the foliage. Okay, I think that's 2 archers. I don't think I can stealth kill the leader. I don't think I can stealth kill the brute, but I can headshot kill the archers. As long as I'm accurate. Oh my, why is my FPS dropping so much? Is the FPS really taking that much of my GPU up? Oh, that was a really good shot. I can definitely stealth kill the other soldier. Unlike the regular bandit. Damn it. Okay, you first. Because you're the lowest HP. How did that hit me? I need to wait for the poison to end. There's a certain degree of auto aim that I can normally deal with, but the lower FPS is really making this tough on me. Oh, I'm not used to this. I really don't want to deal with that poison. No, fuck you. Oh, why am I getting stuck? That's why I hate poison so much. Because you really can't do anything about it until you're, like until much later game. Like, eventually my healing ability can also I'm just gonna try this. Eventually my healing ability will also end poison effects and fire effects, but not yet. You. my distance, and let's do another stealth bomb. I think we can stealth kill him, but we need to get close enough first. There we go. That was genuinely terrifyingly close. I really need to see if I can't up my FPS. I really don't want to lower the
That fool. Always
detail
sending
even lower
someone
though.
else to do his dirty work. How bad is it?
The end is near.
Never thought I'd die like this. Stuck on some shit island. I hate the sea.
What message should I give your brother?
Tell that fool of a brother
Well, that's a very unflattering angle. At least now that the rain is gone, the FPS is more manageable again.
Did you find my brother?
I really might have to lower my my graphics settings. So now if we tell here, if we say he survived, Cassandra will lie and say he joined the pirates, and he would see through the lie because he never would. So we need to tell him the truth, and then he will join our crew.
I'm sorry.
No, no, no! I curse you, gods!
There were no gods on that ship. Only pirates.
I begged him to come on this trip. He hated the sea.
A spear in my hand often helps me forget the pain. We'll put a hammer in yours if you honor your word.
Of course. There is nothing left for me here.
Sweet. And now he joins our ship and gives us ship armor, which will it's not like a major boost, but for this upcoming fight it should be a nice help. I'm not sure if these two ships are close enough. Now that one is really scary because it's an elite ship. We are not ready to fight an elite. I don't mind the light trireme joining in. Like, I'd prefer if it didn't, but I can maybe manage it. But I think it's safest if we... I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna real quick do a quick save. And I'm just gonna see if I lower the graphic settings for now, will we actually have some more stable FPS while streaming? Because like I can handle the game really well on high settings, but the streaming stuff I kind of fucks with it. Guess I could try closing my own preview, see if that helps as well. Don't really do that for most other games though. Usually, I think the game usually takes priority. Looks like the game isn't quite loading in. We're gonna have to task manager restart it again. Maybe. Yep. Isn't it wonderful how much the games will just cooperate and work the way they're supposed to when you try and stream? Isn't it wonderful how there are never technical difficulties when you try streaming? It's not even booting up. Oh, come on. Okay. For a second I thought I would need to log in with my Ubisoft again. Isn't technology amazing? Isn't it wonderful how it just doesn't work when you need it to? Kidding me. Can the game please just launch? Like, first OBS just stops working properly, and I need to mess about with it for an hour every day. Now the game isn't working. Like, I'm genuinely getting fed up to the point I just don't know what to do anymore at times. There we go. Will it actually show up on OBS as well? Not seeing it yet. There we go. Okay, let's I really hope the FPS is more standard, because the frame drops in that fight genuinely actually scared me. It's good we loaded a quick save for it, because I wasn't certain if it would autosave. Come on. That always takes a while loading in it the first time, but I'm getting a bit lightheaded with frustration at this point. Okay, it's really nothing better.
Get your weapons ready!
Like, this is the same FPS as we had before, with just as much frame dropping.
Spears now!
They're a little bit too far away to get a javelin. Where's the third ship? Oh, it's not aggroed yet. Sweet. Oh, now it is. Think it's close enough? Yes. Come on. There we go. Now we just ram them both.
Not for the last time, I'm sure. Active lead could be useful.
Maximum speed!
Did the graphics settings even really change?
From what I've heard, Megaris is home to the fiercest fight.
Because it really does not feel
Preparing for a final push with the region of a
any better at the moment. Let me very quickly check. Yeah, it did. I have no idea why the game is suddenly performing so bad though. Like, it could be the fact that I need to have YouTube open, but I can't have access to chat otherwise. So it's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Is there anything else that could be that I can think of? Oh, it doesn't look so shit.
takes no prisoners.
Like, how is it possible I can run it on high normally and it struggles to get 40 FPS on low when I'm streaming? Like, streaming does not take up that many resources.
The Athenian dog Pericles fears you. He cowers in his Parthenon, surrounded by playwrights and sophists. He dares not face you with honor on the battlefield. He knows you are too strong. He knows Athens' days in Margolis are numbered. And he knows Athens is next!
Like, I might as well turn the settings back up because it's not changing anything, but I'm trying to think what else I can do.
They were in my way.
Sparta owes you thanks. Dihi has blessed you, my friend. You arrived in time to watch my pater achieve a glorious victory.
You can't be his son. I heard his children died in Sparta many years ago.
He adopted me into his household after his previous family failed him. I would never bring dishonor to him.
Sometimes things happen in a way that you don't plan or expect. History has a way of remembering things strangely.
You talk as if you were there.
Maybe I was.
Nonsense. You're too young to have witnessed such things. But enough of the past, let's discuss the future. What is a mercenary doing sailing into a war they aren't being paid to fight in? Tell me why you're really here before I cut you down for wasting my time.
It's my honor to serve Sparta. I've come to pledge my sword to the Wolf of Sparta.
If you wish to pledge your services to my pater, you can do so by helping me. The fleet might be destroyed, but Megaris is firmly in Athenian control. We need to weaken their position if we are to take to the field and drive them back to Athens.
Why do you need a
a
mercenary?
to do that? You seem to have plenty of soldiers at your disposal.
It's not a question of manpower. The Megarians are our allies. We do not want to commit troops until we know victory is assured. My scouts are already locating key targets that we can hit.
I'm ready to serve. Together we will ensure that Sparta is victorious.
You're a different kind of Misthios, aren't you? You're just what we need to help deal with that meddling Athenian mercenary. If we can draw the leader out and eliminate him, crush the Athenians on the battlefield, and drive their forces all the way back to Athens, destroying their supplies, stealing their war chest, and killing their elite troops should leave him vulnerable. Take this and present it to my scouts. If you find them in the field, be sure to check for new information. They might also have need of your skills.
Titan challenge, yes. The game is not cooperating though.
Every Athenian soldier you eliminate will also help us.
Like I tried setting the settings down to low and it's still only 45 FPS.
Or you'll be next.
Send those Athenian dogs to Hades, Misthios. Do this, and the wolf will personally see to it that you are rewarded.
It's so weird because I can handle much higher settings without the game like struggling when I'm not streaming. So I think I might need to change my OBS settings. But like it also just looks bad on those settings. Maybe just because I'm used to it looking better, but like I can't stand this. So a quick save. I'm just gonna go to the title screen so we can change game settings without the without the game needing to completely reset. Come on. So just gonna check if I can find any. Any hints on what to do online? But like Noah's setting is no. It basically, I don't actually notice a difference on like highest settings. Oh, it does reset anyway. Thought I wouldn't have to. What I can try real quick, I'm gonna try restarting stream and I'm just gonna change my settings real quick. What FPS am I streaming at? Or like what resolution am I streaming at? Okay, 1080. Gonna see if I lower my stream settings. If it takes up less, if I can like handle more of the game. So I'll be back as soon as I can. Okay, it should be continuing on the same stream. Yes, it's picking up. That's good. I have changed a tiny bit of settings as far as I could within like being as quick as possible. So hopefully the game will work a little bit better now. The most needed thing that really that I really worry about is I don't want to deal with constant frame drops. So let's see how it handles in game now. It's wonderfully professional streams, what we all know and love. Come on. Connection should be better as well, because I upped the bitrate. Which it kept giving me warnings about, because for some reason it defaulted to lower settings on the bitrate. So hopefully the videos should also be a little bit more consistent. Now let's see what it will do now. Come on. It's always going to take a little bit of time loading in the first time. See. Hang on. What is that saying? Audio bitrate 0. Is it not giving audio at all? Just gonna listen back real quick.
If I want to get close to the
Oh,
wolf,
I hear audio.
I'll have to help Stentor defeat the Athenians. I
Odd.
shouldn't waste any time.
Yeah, it's still the same. Like those settings didn't really change anything. I could try. Not sure if it's gonna kick me out for it. Changing it to full screen. Don't think it should kick me out for this. Save settings. Desync off. Use limit for now, leave that off. Slightly better. Okay. So it fluctuates a lot now, but it's better, it's slightly more consistent. I need to take cover. Yep. Just in time. Because we had to attack the blockade, we will now have mercenaries on after us. How many? Okay. Just 1 point. And it's on level 7. It doesn't really have good loot, but we need to climb the ranks. So we might just want to eliminate this target now. Since we have a chance for it now. Gonna make myself some arrows. Now the difficult part is, I think if I do it here, if I fight him here, the Spartans will see it as me breaking the law and attack me. So he's similar to Thanos, he's just gonna keep trying to follow us. So we're gonna clear out all the Athenian soldiers in this camp. Because we need to... This is a marked location we need to clear anyway.
Don't come any closer.
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
And... There's a striker. Once we've dealt with these, we have like an area where we can quite safely fight the mercenary without being attacked. Now the one real fear is that the bounty will deteriorate before he finds us. So we just need to hope he manages to find us before that. He's checking out the beach. Guess because we started there. So he's kind of working backwards. What do we find? Hunter damage, we don't need it. Staff. Hunter damage, we don't need it. I really want to fight him here. Yeah, he's coming. Let's hope he catches up. We've got quests this way and a few quests that way. We're gonna go this way first because these are easier to do. We need to try and reach, I think it's level 10 before we can even try the fort on the left. I don't even think with level 10 we can handle the pole mark. We're gonna need to be very meticulous. Just gonna go for a stealth attack. Get as health as low as possible, and then we're just gonna melee on him. Come on, there we go. Quick heal. There we go. The frames still are not as consistent as I would like. We can check if VSync on improves it. Guess we could try setting this to adaptive for now. Let's see. When you get the sense it is better. I really don't get the sense it's helping. Turn that off. I'm just gonna put an FPS limit on, just so it doesn't drop as much while we are in fights. So that's my primary issue. See. Oh, I really don't need a FPS limit on the main menu. But we'll deal with it. Just because I really don't want to die to an FPS drop. Set him. Okay, no bonnets after me. In general, we want to get as much information on mercenaries as we can.
Could be one of Stentor's scouts.
Because eventually we might want to hunt some down for the loot.
What happened here?
What business is it of yours, Misthios? Do you know anything about this?
If I did, you'd already be dead.
But it's your lucky day. I'm here to help. Stentor sent me.
Stentor sent you?
Sparta doesn't fully control Megaris yet. It's easier for me to move freely in certain areas of Megaris than a Spartan.
The Athenians have proven more resilient here than expected. But they will not
Before
stand.
Sparta, yes. I've heard the speeches. But until that glorious day comes, we should find out what happened here.
Do you have any ideas?
Not yet, but I will.
Let me put the limit up. I think 45 should work still. That should work.
I should get
Just to keep conversations in the menu a bit more smooth. We can loot this. That's one extra location. And a little bit of ancient tablets. Damn it, missed shot. Now there's actually a little bit of an interesting situation here, because if we don't question them properly, we miss out on
Is this a private
a potential
gathering?
quest.
Or can anyone join?
What are you? Please, please just leave.
You don't look like murderers. Was that the Spartans' mistake?
What? Wait, no! Please, you don't understand.
What's to understand? It all seems perfectly clear.
Please, let me plead our case.
You'd better tell me why I shouldn't just kill you and return the goods.
Please, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
I think this one. They need to tell us about Hyrcanos. That's the information we need.
Ever seen.
By the gods, no! We're citizens of Megara. Please, show mercy. This war has already cost us dearly.
Like the mercy you showed those Spartan soldiers?
We just took some food. Hyrcanos told us to take it, said he'd make it easy for us.
Hyrcanos?
Yes, the mercenary. He said he'd provide food. Told us the Athenians would never let their people go hungry.
That's the information we need.
I didn't come here for a debate. It's too late for talk now. I came to find who's behind this crime against Sparta. Stand aside. You don't need to die today. I'm returning the supplies to the Spartans.
Then you will do so over our dead bodies.
Don't be stupid. Take some of the food, enough to get by. I'll say I killed you and claimed what was left. They will be satisfied.
But the food! What of our families?
Your families will not benefit from your death. Accept my offer and don't steal again. It won't be me who comes for you next time.
Yes, Misthios. Thank you. Hurry, take what you can carry
Sweet.
and go. Quick!
We don't actually need to do anything with supplies
God
ourselves.
they didn't try to fight.
We just gotta talk
Isn't it wrong
to
kill starving civilians today?
the scout. I do need to keep an eye out, because eventually a new mercenary will pick up the bounty, since we already killed one. Unless the bounty got wiped. No, not enough yet. It was slowly decay over time. Okay.
Did you find the ones responsible?
I found your supplies with a bunch of hungry Megarians.
And?
You stole that food from them. They were starving.
The supplies were essential for the war and ridding Megara of the Athenians.
Hungry Megarians are the least of your worries. But there's something else. Have you heard of a mercenary called Hyrcanos?
Hyrcanos. Yes, he's working for the Athenians. So the rumors go.
This is all his doing.
These mercenaries are persistent, I'll give them that. You've done well here, but if you really want to help Sparta, I have a task for you.
What did you have in mind?
Hunt him down. Show him that no mercenary dog will interfere with Sparta's plans.
Since you have such a high opinion of mercenaries, why even send me?
I'm sorry. It's just this man Hyrcanos is like a thorn in our foot. He's a menace to all Spartans here. Please, will you help us?
Yeah, we can take up this mission. We can't do it yet
If he's this
because
much trouble,
he's too
I take it
dangerous.
There's a sizable reward.
Of course. Just think of how much he'll have on him with all the drachmi Athens has given him to thwart our plans.
Suppose you're right. Any idea where to start looking?
He could be anywhere. Most likely, he's nestled up close to the Athenians. We've sent out a couple of patrols, but they never returned. And we can't spare any more men at this time.
Sometimes you're better sending a woman anyway.
Sweet. Oh. She's luckily level 6. Where is she on the mercenary tab? Not really good loot, and she's below us on the tab, so we don't actually climb the ranks from killing her. So we're better off just running. Honestly. Yeah. There are a few things we need to do. We need to kill soldiers, we need to burn supplies, we need to loot the war chest, and eventually kill the leader. But we're doing the leader last, we can do everything else first. We could go into this. I don't think we should do it with the mercenary on him right behind us. Bullshit. Luckily she doesn't have a mount. I know she will complicate things if she keeps following us. So we may need to try and find a way to avoid her. I'm gonna go to the temple first. I think she's far away behind us. She won't be able to directly follow us, but she will still keep tracking us and slowly home in on our position. So I'm gonna synchronize. I feel like the game ran so much more smoothly when I first streamed it. I don't know why it's struggling now.
You there. You have a kind soul. Help an old man buy his next meal.
Your soul also seems kind.
I am grateful and humbled, stranger. Tell me, what do they call you?
I'm Cassandra. And you?
Just a simple beggar. I sailed from Persia to see the beauty of the Greek world.
I can do many things, Persian, but I can't restore sight.
Nor would I want you to. My blindness is a burden that the gods have given me to carry, and I will.
Then what?
Be my eyes. When I was a boy, an Athenian told me the most beautiful tales of your lands. I would love to hear them again. Would you go see the places I never was able to, and return to tell me the tale of your adventures?
I'm
I
not
will.
much of a storyteller, but I will be your eyes.
I knew I sensed kindness in you. You've made this old Persian happy again.
Don't thank me yet. What places do you wish you could have seen?
My favorite tales were always of the Acrocorinth. The statues of Zeus in Athena, the perch of the armored bird in Arcadia, and of course, the mysterious Mount Taygetos.
So this mission is we need to go to the locations that he indicates and synchronize there. Now the good thing is the statue of Zeus is in Cephalonia, and we've already did it.
The statue of Zeus.
Its great boat stood ready to punish the Kephalonians below. Or so I was told.
I've seen Cephalonia from the statue of Zeus.
Tell me, is it still a place of great beauty?
Yes, the island is beautiful. From the statue of Zeus, you can see the sea hitting the white beaches and the mountains covered in green. But its people suffer because of the war.
Just how it was described to me. The gods simultaneously bless the land and curse the people. Even for gods, your gods are cruel, Misthios.
Okay, I've told you what I remember. Now tell me about yourself. What's a Persian doing here?
Persia and the Greek world are doomed to be opposites. In times of prosperity here, Persians always seem to suffer. And when you're at war with yourselves.
Persians know peace?
Indeed. My people prospered after King Xerxes was murdered. All except for me. A man tried to kill me with poison, which is how I lost my sight. I fled and arrived here.
To be fair, the twist of "oh, who is he" is kind of ruined by the fact we know his name already.
Hard to believe anyone would want you dead.
You're very kind. Tell
Because
me
it's
another
kind of
tale,
clear that he's a
then I'll
family
tell you
member of
what happens.
Xerxes by being called Artaxerxes.
There are many statues to Athena. Which one do you mean?
In my mind, there is only one. History always began. As we rounded the hilltops, we could see Athens bustling below us, and Athena above, matching our gaze.
The Acrocorinth. Don't tell me. It's in Corinthia.
Smart guess. It is the most renowned temple to Aphrodite, your goddess of all life's most pleasurable trivialities.
We need to go to Adventure for the story anyway, so we'll come across it then.
You did say Mount Taygetus, didn't you?
You sound like you know that place. I have heard tales of its appetites. They say the mountain feeds on the suffering of Spartans, so the people there offer their own children to the mountain god for sacrifice.
That's not exactly right. What do you remember about this armored bird in Arcadia?
There's a beast made of armor jutting out from the mountainside, overlooking Lake Stymphalos and the undulating fields stretching like waves on a golden sea all across Arcadia.
I'll be back
Sweet.
with stories to tell.
As soon as you've seen one location, please return.
These papyrus.
So most of these we won't actually come across. It will be quite a while before we will though, because Execution is focused and Malis and Lokis Eboya staying around, and then eventually we can go to Athens for the statue of Athena. So a while before we will probably get to Corinthia. But Sparta is over here with Mount Taygetus. I think it's like here-ish. And Arcadia is... I think it's like the Golden Fields. I think it's here that we need to find it. So we could technically run into it to try and find it. But it's risky. Because if we get attacked by wild animals, they can insta-kill us. So... it's kind of like a long-term goal for now. But for now though, we can go for this fort. Clear that out. Pick up this quest with Odessa. Then we need to clear out this area is next. We'll probably do these areas quite late, once we're level 10. And once we finished up with like this section, and we finished all of, eventually Odessa's quest will send us to the leader house, so we're leaving that for then as well. Hopefully the leader will have moved out as well by then. And then we can head for these locations to wrap up everything there. And then go for the forts. Not sure exactly when we'll hit level 10. Probably... we'll probably hit it just before we go into the fort. I guess what I could try is... like one of the locations next to Hyrcanos is a tomb. And if we clear it, we get one ability point we can spend for free without leveling up. So when we hit level 10, we want to use 1 point to get critical assassination, which gives us 200% assassination at the cost of 1 adrenaline.
I should try to stay out of sight.
And we also want to get Hero Strike, which is a... I think it's 60% assassin damage attack. But because it deals assassin damage, it's a lot stronger than any melee damage attack, especially since our we're building our stats for assassin damage. Gonna go with this one first. These are the supply crates we need to burn. There will be plenty more in the other locations. Okay, that's like a pretty low ranking soldier for the captain, so he will probably not have a lot of HP, so he can probably self-kill. Yeah, it's an archer. That's good. I'm actually more worried about this guy. I think we should be able to get him. There we go. Luckily, we're still in the guaranteed stealth kill on regular enemies territory. Once we get to focus, that changes. I think this is a stealth kill too. Yep. Archers have such bad stats. Unfortunately, we won't come across a lot of archer captains. It's fine, I can fight you. Use a shield. Breaker ability. There we go. Harsh, but effective. And we can let the soldier out. And because it's a soldier, we also need to free him before he actually counts. Mission completion isn't. There it goes. Now that part is the next encampment we need to clear. And it's a tough one, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of struggle with it sometimes. I think the main thing we want to do is there's one pole mark in there, and we will need to be very late game with min-max stats to one-shot a pole mark.
I haven't seen you since you took me to the ruins of Odyssey.
So we're gonna need to kill everybody else first.
You remember? Of course I do. You told me to stay home with my family.
Seems like you're doing that.
Not by choice. You asked if I wanted to be remembered or to be happy. Well, taking care of my sick father does not make me happy.
I've seen a lot of people, but you're one of the most beautiful I've ever met.
Is that so?
Cassandra does not know how to
You're a
keep it in her
welcome
pants.
distraction from my problems.
I've been told I'm great at being a distraction. I'm sure you have a bed inside we could use.
You get straight to the point, don't you?
I'll show you how to the point I can get.
I'm sure you will.
So how about it?
You know, I'd love to, but I have a couple of things I need to pick up for my father first. If you helped me, then we could maybe continue our conversation.
Don't worry, I'm here to help. What do you need?
A few herbs from the Valley of King Lelech nearby. Also need a mixture from the market to combine with the herbs. There's a merchant there holding on to it for me.
Is your father really so sick you can't get them yourself?
I'm his only child. I'd rather be close by, in case he gets worse.
Okay.
Stay by your father. I'll be back with the herbs and the mixture.
Before we do that though, we're gonna get the fort, because it's a video game quest, so we don't actually have to worry about time. That's the pole mark. And they are super deadly. Really very little I can do against them. Come on. It's not really marking it much. Should be, there we go. Should be another chest there. And one here. Okay. We're gonna need to carefully try and get every soldier one by one.
If I'm going to find Athenian supplies, this will be the place.
Oh, I want to get this guy a little bit closer to the edge. There we go. No! How did he hear me? How did he hear? I thought he was out of range. Fuck that. Okay. Right now the most important step is making sure I sabotage the fire. Because if anybody tries and light it, if it's not sabotaged, we get a very heavy bounty on us. We need to be extremely careful. So we're gonna try and get as many guards as we can without being spotted. In most cases, probably even if we get spotted, we wanna hide. So thinking of holding on to that one upgrade point. Any abilities that really are useful now? Not really. This way, actually, I wouldn't need to get, I wouldn't need to necessarily do the tomb right away. Might actually be better. So let's hold on to this point. Are there any more soldiers I overlooked? I always presume there are some. And constantly try and be aware of surroundings. Now sometimes they will notice when you put the supplies on fire. So we will try and hold off for a while. Let's see. I'm gonna get this archer. Let's see if I can kill that captain.
Those blue supply crates with the white owl are the ones I need to destroy.
If I get him secluded enough, nobody should be able to hear my attack. If he goes a little bit further this way. Damn it, damn it, damn it. That was bullshit. Wrong button. Come on. No, do not run. Do not run. I do not want others to spot it, because then we get a bounty for killing someone. Okay, we can now get this one. We make sure to loot it first. Crafting supplies. Always welcome. There's a guard up here. That's a pole mark. Oh, he's over there. mark is all the way over there. This area should be relatively safe. Quite a few other ones. These. Go. Not sure how to get that one from over here. Okay, he's moving already. Just gonna go for this. Now they're even opening. Now, the supplies will respawn eventually. But that's fine. We can just ignore them because we will need to come back eventually. Because of a really annoying technicality. Yeah, to try and use an arrow to get him over. I was hoping I could do a double arrow, but wasn't quick enough. Probably would have worked if I wasn't a little bit faster. There we go. Do this, put it on fire. Archer. Can get this one. I found the controller rumble. Is that a... No mercenaries nearby yet. I need 3 guard. Huh. Okay, I think I got this. Oh, I forgot this guy. I did not see you before. Okay. Let's get that chest, and we also need to free these soldiers. Now, these soldiers will do very little for us because they will basically run around, try and find a weapon, and then instantly die. Because if they try and fight the soldiers, they will be... Like, I've never seen them actually survive a fight. Unless I intervene, which I don't want to do. Come on. Oh, he's transporting bodies. Staircase will use, I think this one. One. No, how did he see me? Okay. Here's the plan. I need to get him to light a signal, which is sabotage, so that when he does, it's gonna... I'm not entirely sure to kill him, so I'm gonna try and damage him. I kind of need him in that area. Get him. Okay, he's not gonna jump down. Not 100% this will work, but I did sabotage it, right? Okay. Fairly certain I sabotaged it. There we go. And that counts as me killing him. Location complete. Let's see what loot he has. It's a little bit hard to deliberately set that up, but when we succeed, it's really nice. What have we got? I think I'm gonna stick to my current bow. So we're all level 10, so soon we can use them. Figure out which one we want to use. Anti-damage, we don't need it. Okay. A few more quests and we'll have level 10. Jump across here. And the medicine Odessa needs are near this shipwreck. There will be some wolves here, and I can't pick it up if the wolves aggro. So I'm just gonna sneak.
Those are the herbs Odessa needs.
Don't see the wolves, so we're fine. Usually there are some. Just saves us time.
Megaris, the city of pigs.
Oh, now I'm hearing a wolf. Maybe it spawned in after I already left. Odd. Go down, can do this. There we go. What level are you? Enough to kill me in one hit.
That merchant should be the one Odessa mentioned.
Tell your friends, tell your family. The best wares drachmi can
And we
buy.
just buy the medicine.
Even mercenaries like you can find something.
Odessa sent me.
Ah, of course. Sweet girl. I wish she had stopped by herself. This is for her father, I imagine? I'll take the payment and you can be on your way.
Here, take it.
Quick sales are my favorites. I hope this helps Odessa.
Sweet. And now we just hand it into her. We'll just steal a horse right here. Bunch of wolves. Let's try and break far away from them. Is that just a... Let's see, Ara's worshipping clothes. She has good stats though, she has fire bombs. But I think we can... Yep. Come on. Those, I hate those moves. Honestly, spear enemies are terrifying sometimes. Because they do that. No. Why are you all aggroed? That's one downside of the region leader. Like, it would genuinely fuck you over with hits. If you aggro onto anything within the vicinity, they will attack you. And completely ignore whatever attacks you. Like, even a wolf. If you're just fighting a wolf in their area, they immediately presume you must be there for the leader. There's a bunch of weird stuff, like that chicken attacking. I don't know, I don't understand why. But it's just because there's a fight nearby. It aggroes onto you. We'll see this in some areas with civilians as well. No, why are you here? This is not supposed to happen. Well. That's gonna be interesting. I don't actually know if he dies early, if we can still do the other quests for Stentor. Is Odessa just not fighting, or is he injured? She looks fine. You're definitely looking for me. Leave me alone, I'm trying not to aggro you. What is this? Like, nice defensive formation you have. Charging after the first person you see and just running after them. At least we know for certain that he left the house already.
Are the herbs
That's
and
good.
mixture okay? You did get them, didn't you?
Means that that's easier to infiltrate.
We were just attacked. Surely you should be used to that by now. Random bandits litter these lands. What did that letter you were reading say?
People are
We're
after you.
after you and only you, not me.
I can't believe it.
Looks like it deals with your father's estate. They probably want you and him both gone, so they can take it.
I could have died without making a name for myself. I'd never be worth anything at all.
I won't let anyone hurt that face.
No pain, no glory.
I don't know if I agree, but maybe you can change my mind.
I would, but this news is weighing on me.
Then where does that leave us?
With a task at hand, clearly. Think what you must, but I can prove the truth to you. I just need your help.
I'm not surprised. I'll let you know if you can have it.
Okay. Pick up the next quest.
Are you ready to find the whole truth of what's going on?
Always.
I knew you would. You already believe they're after me, and you're right. I want to have proof in my hand saying why.
The truth always comes out.
It will. And then I can finally follow in the footsteps of Odysseus.
Don't the stories of Odysseus mention how great of a lover he was?
Do they? I must have missed those.
We could read more about Odysseus together.
Is that your idea of fun?
Reading can be sexy.
Maybe naked.
That's a great plan.
We will talk more about us once this is all done.
Honestly, I need a clip of that.
The note
Reading
you
can be
found is from
sexy.
The leader of Megaris. There has to be proof of what he's up to.
If there is, it would be at his home.
Then go there.
I'll find the proof you need.
Good. I want this whole thing to be over.
What should I look for?
Any idea what I'm looking for?
The leader is the most powerful man in Megaris. I can't accuse him of anything unless I have proof that he's after me.
I'll be back with proof, whatever it may be.
It is an interesting position because we are about to
I should
kill
head to the leader's
the
house to
Athenian
find out
leader
what's
of
going on.
Megaris. But like, of course, after that it will be replaced by a Spartan leader. Just because of how the game works. Which is why they can't actually like name him for this section. Let's see. What's someone else's new? Ooh, they are very high. Oh, but they have a golden crown. Ooh, okay. Actually, how much experience do I have? How far from leveling up? It's gonna be a while. I think that's more than one quest. Don't think just clearing the leader's house and finishing that quest will be enough. But we can pick up the quest in the town, like further in the north, and use that for to get level 10 just before we go into the fort, because we're gonna need it.
That's the place. Any proof to be found should be there. I'll need to be careful. This place is heavily guarded.
Okay. Now it's possible to mark people with the bow, but it's proving a little bit inconsistent today. Let's see. Nobody's down there. That's interesting. We want to clear out as many guards as we can before we start picking up the evidence. Because once we pick up the evidence, we're locked in an animation for a few seconds. Actually, I want to get that leader first. Or that captain. Ooh. Assassin. Okay. I think it's because we were in a raw animation we couldn't equip it. That 1% damage also applies to assassin, by the way, so that's 7% bonus assassin damage. That's really good. We still don't really have any nice armor sets combined though. It's gonna take a while. Oh, it's an archer. Nice. In that case, guaranteed easy assassinate. And or 3 more guards downstairs. We could probably clear out everything. No, we wouldn't be able to get the... Come on. Not quite sure how we want to get past them to get the other war supplies yet. I think we can get this guy. Okay. Can just leave him. Don't need to kill that one. There won't be any issues. Go up here. And now we can get the proof.
Tried arranging a marriage for Odessa. Sounds like an easy
That
way
was
to
not
get
to a cause, and he will
advantages
be capable of handling it as we see fit. Yeah, so they want to try and set her up with someone in order to control her and get access to
This letter claims that
our
Odessa
assets.
hired other mercenaries.
Our person encountered recently thus hired Sunaknes, the hyena for protection mercenary was killed. He cost me countless men. Again, reasonable. She's gonna want protection. Because we know people are conspiring against her.
This letter mentions Odessa's estate and how crucial it is that they get it. By any means necessary. One of Odessa's
And
shooters died
perhaps making good progress with Odessa was wrong. No, I had a hand in its death. Okay. So the game kind of asks on us to like make our own judgment call, but I genuinely don't see a situation where Odessa would be in the wrong here. Like, we know people are trying to deliberately set her up and attack her in order to steal her estate. And the game is like, yeah, but she did hire a mercenary, so maybe she can't be trusted. Like, no, the two are not equivalent. What the fuck? And what I am actually somewhat interested in is, will these still aggro on me as soon as I walk past? No. Good. Now I think as soon as we kill the mercenary, we can't do the other quests for Stantor. Which isn't a big issue, but it does mean that we lose a little bit extra. Like, it's an extra source of experience that we lose. So,
You've returned. I hope with good news.
Before we get serious, how about we finally have some fun?
I think I can spare a little bit of time.
I plan on taking a lot longer than that.
I feel so relaxed. Now give me some good news so my mood can stay like this.
After everything I found, I know what's going on.
And what's that?
You don't deserve any of this. You're only trying to live your life.
Of course I am. I've done nothing wrong. I just want to have a healthy father and to start my journey.
You can start that after we have a little fun.
I feel like I'm still recovering from the last time I slept with you.
It was worth a shot.
So that's it then. I guess there's nothing else to do.
It doesn't have to be goodbye. Why not join my crew?
Well, you were always on my side. Plus, getting away from here would be nice.
Great. What about your father?
He's been feeling a lot better, thanks to you.
You aren't worried someone will come after him?
I'll be sure to share the information you found with a few people. They won't touch him so long as we have it.
Then I'm happy to have you aboard.
sweet. And now we have Odessa as a crew member. Oh, we're very close to leveling up. We're gonna disassemble the bow though, because we really don't need it. We don't wait a second for that. And she gives us 6 hits, ship health, and 8% damage by lieutenants, which I think is for when we board. Do I want to go all out on HP? And then we get another. We could. Fuck it. Let's do it. Oh, we actually do have enough for another one. I'm gonna do javelins. Because while it doesn't improve javelin damage, it means we can use javelins more quicker. Okay. Now we just need to clear some extra areas. And we're so close to leveling up. I think clearing areas will be enough. Luckily. Also, we're still always looking for extra ladder and crafting supplies. We always need more. And we're kind of trying to stay on this side of the map, and I think that's the cave we need.
The smell of spring is in the air. Reminds me of Sparta.
Yep, here it is. The wolves can't follow us in the water, so we're totally fine going in here. And dive. And we gotta go for there's a chest and an ostraka in here, which is the main thing we need. Luckily, we don't actually need to worry about oxygen in these completely locked out caves, where there's no way for oxygen to come in. Gilded staff, we might check in a second how good that is. And that's an awesome striker. Is that enough to get a level up? Yes. Perfect. So first ability, critical assassinate, 200% assassin damage using an adrenaline point. And hero strike, 6% assassin damage in active combat. And once we get to the level 3, it will be 90%. Okay. So this is the best option we have. So I wouldn't mind switching over to another weapon type, because we've been using blunt for a while. But what we can do now is we can hopefully still get a regular assassinate on regular enemies, just to kind of clear through them. And for leaders or tougher enemies who we can't kill in one hit, we can either critical assassinate them, or we can assassinate and then use hero strike, depending on what better fits the situation. A few things here we need. Now we can't pick up ancient tablets while in combat, so that's something we need to be aware of. And we're already spotted. And this is how good hero strike is. It does have a really long cooldown, but come on. Come on. Go for this one. Now, because our assassin damage is so high right now, even a 60% hero strike still insta-kills some regular enemies. Which is the main reason we want to go for this. That one looked like it did, but we dodged just at the right moment, so it didn't quite count. Luckily. Picked up the loot, and it should pop up as complete. There we go. Especially for while we are still in Megaris, critical assassinate and hero strike makes combat a lot less scary. But we will rely on hero strike a lot during the conquest battle. And that's when it gets tough. Luckily there are some general tips to make the conquest battle bearable. This one. and then get the last one with a hero strike. And that's how we can clear out an area. Let's see a striker completed. Said, let's switch to a staff. Just have a different moveset for a bit. Not actually sure if it's much better, so maybe I shouldn't have deleted the... I think this is a little bit more... a little bit faster, a little bit more my style. Now the second striker, which we picked up first at the farm, is on one of these ships. I think it's this one. Yes. Where's the dog? There's supposed to be a dog on the ship right next to it. I think it clipped through. Well, normally you can recognize it by the dog, but the specific point you're looking for is this crossbone. And now we can make our way into the town. Yeah, okay, I marked it. That's good. Towns we can't complete, so we don't actually need to do anything there. Let's go through here. And now we can make our way over to Crossgiver that's in here. Here. Not sure why that's what Paco decided to do, but...
Don't come back until you have the tablet.
Yes, Polinar.
Lost something?
Not lost. Stolen.
Stentor sent me. Said you've been having trouble with spies.
I take an Athenian spy over a Spartan traitor. Either way, he must be found. He took a tablet with vital intelligence.
Where's your spy? Is he still in the camp?
Wouldn't need you if I knew. I doubt he's still here. Can't have gone far, though. He was injured when he took out the guard.
This doesn't sound like something a Spartan would do.
He could be an imposter. We've had raids on our supplies recently. And Megaris has more mercenaries than a goat has ticks. And what man would turn their back on Sparta?
I'll get him and your tablet.
Sweet.
I'll be back soon with your tablet.
The mountains and forests of Megaris are dangerous, and he surely didn't work alone.
I'm more than capable of handling your spy. Quiere.
Sweet. And now we need to go up these mountains here in order to find him. And there's one more circle location in the lake nearby. And then we need to attack this fort, which is going to be tough. I think we can handle it.
That's the thief.
Stabbed me while I was getting out. Wait, please. We don't have to do this. Sorry.
But there ain't no we anymore. You picked a bad
On. we go. We free him.
Just in time.
And then get the tablet from him.
What do you want? Who are you?
I'm the one who's going to return the tablet you stole. Give it to me. I'm not leaving without it.
There's no winners in this war, but there are opportunities. Perhaps we could come to an arrangement?
Give me the tablet, or I will cut you down.
I can't fight you. Here, take the tablet.
I should get
Sweet.
the tablet back to the commander.
And now we need to go into the lake for the lost Osaka for the location. There it is. Another trick to finding Osakas in a lake, actually showed by sending the girls up ahead, is they are always near some kind of treasure. So because searching the entire lake would be made too much, you can just head for that one treasure, and then nearby you should be able to find the Osaka. The other reverse of that is, usually when you find a Osaka on the water, there's usually also a chest nearby. Sometimes multiple. So it's usually worth to try and check for it. And of course in this case, so it's not always so, there is also some floating debris to mark the chest. It's not always that visible. Now we can clear out this bandit camp. A 12 hunter spout. Could be really good. Sweet. Now we just need to keep going. Come on. Now the furthest isn't really the one like dangerous area. We still have some other locations we need to do. I think this is the one where at this point if we fuck up it's unlikely here. So I can have most of it memorized, right, to find the important stuff.
That's what I'm looking for.
Come on. There's another chest all the way over here. That's not what it's picking up on, apparently. Okay. And we're going to do the same trick to deal with the pole mark again, because critical assassinate and hero strike will not be enough to assassinate him.
Keep their war chest. I should use Icarus to find what I need.
So we're gonna clear out as many troops as we can with stealth. And in the meantime pick up all the chests. Sabotage the signal fire. And then deliberately try and get the ball mark near it so he lights it. this. We should also get the Cave Crusader quest for it. And no besieging bandits. Cave Crusader we get, I think, in Focus. Who and how? Who and how? Like what? Like I could let them take the fire, but I really don't want them to. Because I really want to save it for the polemark. Come on. So we're gonna try and defend up here. So that none of these can light. Okay. Captain is doing it. That means we're gonna have to fight the polemark. Archer's good. Damn it. Targeting enemies manually really sucks on this. There we go. Get both the archers nearby. Manually heal. Hero strike. Okay, I can heal again in a second. Another archer. Get rid of the archer first. That's a dangerous one. Come on. Get rid of this one. Damn you. Okay. At least the archer won't be an issue for a while. Let's get rid of the shield so we can stagger them better. Let's start with. Why is he just standing there? I could have better used that. Okay. Let's out with. Damn it. That's the polemark. Okay, first off, drop your suit, please. Okay, yep, I cannot fight him yet. Guess those archers are going to be an issue. No idea what a bounty will be by the time we're done here. What's it already? Nothing. Damn. That sounds wrong. Okay, where is the rest? Okay, two of them over there. I'm lucky one of them is an archer I can insta-kill. I think that's an archer, but I don't know if I can hit him from here. Yep, that's an archer. Ooh. I'm lucky I can stealth him. Now he's gonna go up there. Can live with that. That was a headshot. I don't care what the game says. We're gonna go for it. No risk, no glory. Come on. That's the archer. Now we need to get rid of the pole mark. We'll be doing a few things to try and keep him weakened. We're mostly trying to avoid a direct fight because he deals a lot of damage. But when he does moves like that, I have an easy opening. And then when he takes his bow, I can go in for the melee. Didn't get to do a follow-up, but foul damage killed him, so we're fine. That was really fucking close. I've never actually cleared out everybody in this fort through combat before. Like, I fought in this fort before, but never quite on this level. I'm very surprised I managed it. That took so much focus. I'm gonna need to de-stress for a while. Once I'm done. Got this loot. And there's one more in here. I think that's the last one. Yep. Oh, that was close. But we cleared it out. Let's go this mission as well. I think it gives a little bit of... I guess 50 to Ackman. I think it gives XP, so...
I once stood alongside.
Just gonna skip through this because this is
Yes.
not really that relevant. Yeah, counts as a quest. How much XP? 1350. Not bad.
Make sure every Spartan is accounted for. Apollo! Was everyone asleep? Did you...
I found him, and he paid in blood for his deeds.
As long as he paid. Did you get the tablet?
Sweet. Now we need to kill Hyrcanos, and then... I think we need to hand in the quest before we can kill the leader. So it's a little bit of busy work. And in the meantime, we'll also clear the tomb. And there's one bandit fort just up here. I don't think it counts as a bandit fort. I think it counts as a... I don't actually technically know the term for them. Like a ruin? I think it counts. Which is a bit of a shame. Guess I need to do I need to clear bandit forts for the quest we picked up from the Athenian fort.
Such a deadly friend.
This up. And this. That's the temple from which we'll attack Hyrcanos. Which we will do in a second. First. Missed. That's Corinthia. That's the Aquacorment up there on the mountain. We've got a few here. It's not telling us we need to rescue the hostage, which is interesting. That would be more. Just 3, huh? It's gonna be easier than I thought. Oh, there's a 4th.
I should watch my step around here.
Should have gone for it. Should have noticed that. Should have gone for a critical. Let's let you escape. And then this leader will probably survive on basic stealth attack, so we critical. And he's dead. We get the ancient tablets. And a treasure chest. And then it was location complete. There we have Hyrcanos. Temple surrounded by Athenian troops. So we'll descend the mountain here. And we want to clear out some of these Athenians first. Because of 2 reasons. One, it will give us extra adrenaline. And the second reason being, it means that Hyrcanos won't have reinforcements.
This must be Hyrcanos' camp.
Let's loot this as well. And this one. There's one more soldier I see. I don't know if I can get to him. I can. Where it goes? Okay. Hyrcanos hasn't seen me yet. There we go. I'm just gonna do this as directly as I can. Get above him. Can't hit him from here. Can I make this? That works as well. Go for a critical self attack. And then immediately follow up with Hero Strike. And then just go for regular combat. We need a heal. He grabs that bow, which is perfect. We can capitalize on that. Let's get a Hero Strike. And then he still got a bow. He really made it easy for us.
Maybe I should hunt down more mercenaries.
And now we get his daggers. No. I don't think the daggers have good stats from memory. Yeah, warrior damage. This blade will be really good. We're nearly high enough level. I want to go in. So if I report now, we get a level up. And there's a pretty good sword in the tomb. And if we level up, I think it's the same level as we are when we pick it up. So if I report to the scout now, I get level 11, pick up the sword at level 11, and I can then decide if I want to use that or the axe. And I prefer swords over axes, so if the stats are the same, it would be better. Just swords have like a better moveset I'm used to. So yeah, we need to report first anyway, then kill the leader, and we can easily run around to the tomb before we get there. I don't think the tomb would give enough experience, so...
Is dead. Sparta thanks you, Mystios.
What about my reward?
We never entered into a contract. This is something you did yourself. But be assured, Sparta is grateful.
Great.
Sweet. There we go, level 11. What do we need for at 16? A lot of these we need story progression. Archery mastery isn't bad, but we kind of need 2 points for it to be worth it. But we get a point from the tomb. Yeah, let's do that. Until level 16, we kind of don't have much to spend points on. Or until we reach Andros, whichever comes first. Gonna grab a torch. Guess we need light in the tomb. It's, for some reason, caves are always really well lit up. And you can get around without a torch just fine. Tombs are genuinely just pitch black. Like, without a torch you cannot see anything. And I press here as we go along. Ignore the fact that that one was already lit. And I didn't notice until I tried lighting it myself. Break this wall. Now snakes are the worrisome here. Worrisome thing here. Because like everything, they kill in 2 hits usually, and they are actually quite quick. So I need to make sure we see them first. Luckily they have very little health, so 1 attack is enough to kill them. We can also throw a torch and wait for them to die, but a direct attack is a little bit more useful. Now we interact with this. And we get Archery Mastery point 2. If an adrenaline segment is partially drained, it will refill outside of combat. Which is really useful. Open up this chest, that has the sword we need. Which we will now investigate. It is 8% assassin damage versus 7% with the spike attacks. We are gonna use the head hook. It's a good thing we got it leveled up first. Because now we can use it for the conquest battle. I mean, I always use it, but I think usually I pick it up at level 10. So now it does a little bit more damage on just normal attacks. Still not like a lot of damage, but definitely better than just... It shut up a little bit. Sweet. And now we just need to make our way towards the leader. Actually, we didn't need to scale the wall. Climb up here. That's fine. Now, one thing we do want to be careful with is if we're seen killing the leader by other soldiers, it's a really big bounty. So we want to try and clear the other soldiers first. Just to make things easier on us. Oh, there's nobody here. Sweet.
Now the Athenian leader is dead. I should return to Stentor.
I see a mercenary. What level? 21. Let's double check nobody picked up on that. Yep, no bounty. Sweet. Let's do the conquest battle, and I think I kind of like the pace of one major area per stream. Maybe I'll do more next stream, because fuckies. And it doesn't take that long. It's not super quick either. It's gonna be a while until we get better mercenaries to go after. So like maybe next stream I'll do a little bit more than just fokies. But mostly because of like all the technical difficulties, I'm a tiny bit fed up with OBS right now. Like I need to figure out how to fix this. I think it's my CPU drain. I don't think it's graphics, I think it's CPU, because no matter how much, no matter what the graphics setting, the FPS drops just as much.
Not what the stories make it out to be.
So I can maybe see if there's something in the background I can switch off to improve my FPS usage. Otherwise I might need to look into a better FPS, or a better CPU. But I don't really have the PC for that long, so I don't know if I want to replace it yet.
Extra careful in this area.
And it's just 2 years now. Need to look into how expensive it would be.
I hear good things from my commander's mercenary. What news do you have?
The Athenian commander is dead. Megaris is ready to fall.
Good. The wolf has ordered the attack. I'm glad you're here to join us in our march to glory.
It's about time we took the fight to the Athenians.
Yes, it's time they felt the wrath of Sparta. Come, Kleos awaits.
It's what I was born to do.
We will win the day for Sparta and the wolf. Come, we must reach the forward camp.
Tell him we'll meet him there because he's actually quicker.
We attack soon.
Because now he just teleports there, and otherwise he would walk. Could check out the blacksmith first, but I don't think I need it. And a mercenary. Please be at a level I can fight. Nope, that's 46. Legendary, I think that's a fire mace though. Will be interesting to hunt down when we get the chance.
Are you ready to crush the Athenians?
I'm ready for war.
Okay, conquest battles. Really fucking terrifying. But they're manageable as long as you keep your mind. And a few things I learned can really help here. So first off, let's wait for a soldier to come near us. Soldiers will attack. Even though there are a lot more in this fight, there will never be more than 2 soldiers targeting you at a time. Don't use your hero strike on them. Eventually a captain will be marked. Insta-kill those with hero strike and they will slightly heal you too. You can shield still if you really want to fight enemies. Also make sure that you do fight enemies so you can keep building up your adrenaline. So when you manage to catch an enemy off guard, heavy attacks break through the shields. So you don't always need the shield break. They work best when you're capable of being quick though. Come on. So now the captain is marked, but we don't have hero strike back yet. So we strike. And it heals us. And we go in for the fight again. Trying to pick a target and eliminating it as quick as possible also helps because sometimes they do switch aggro onto another target. I've got plenty of adrenaline, so I don't really want to bother with extra risk. I'm just gonna dodge for a little bit. That one is really far away, so I have time to do shield steal. And then just hammer into this one. I also recommend not locking on too much because it will really... It's really clumsy. Lock on will pretty randomly switch to other enemies. And sometimes it's manageable, but not in a conquest battle when there are so many enemies. And get this one before the other one can attack. There we go. Got a hero strike back, go for the captain. Come on. One advantage as well of doing a shield steal is you cannot be hit during the animation of it. So it gives you a free opening. Gives you like a moment to catch your breath. And that's the fight complete. So, they feel really scary, but if you keep your focus, actually a lot more doable than you would first think.
The wolf requests the presence of the mercenary.
We shall be up to him in a moment.
With respect, he wishes to see the mercenary alone.
What?
I said the commander
I
wishes...
heard what you said. I just don't understand why.
Those were his orders, sir.
Very well. It appears I have other matters to attend to.
And when we actually talk to Nikolaus, that's the end of chapter 2. So that's when we'll pop our next save. Managed to do all of chapter 2 in one run without needing to reset, so that's good. Still a little bit peeved that I messed up chapter 1. But also, honestly, when I die on chapter 1, I almost never... or like when I'm set back all the way to chapter 1, I almost always fully restart because I just get so annoyed. So it also really doesn't matter that I don't have a save for it. Like eventually when it resets progress, it just becomes so irritating to continue.
This is it. What do I even say?
Murderer! She has killed him!
So you are the champion who won us today. Tell me your name, hero, so that I may greet you as a true warrior.
Here, Pater. It's been a long time.
I'm not gonna talk through this conversation because it's really good.
I didn't fall. You fucking threw me to my death.
I did what was required of me as a Spartan. I've made my peace with that. You need to as well.
You were my father. You were supposed to protect me.
You were reckless. You forced my hand.
I was protecting my brother because you wouldn't.
The Oracle decreed that Alexios had to die. Her word is absolute. You know that.
You can't cower behind your sense of duty anymore.
I can't change the past. I will live and die a Spartan.
There's a large reward for the mercenary that can collect the wolf's head.
Is that why you're here?
You've avoided the past long enough. Now you will answer to me! Though you deserve death, there is no honor in vengeance. You must face the ghosts of your past, Pater, and that is a fate worse than death.
I have failed in my duty. I failed to protect you. To protect both of you. I loved you and your brother as if you were truly my own. But you were never mine.
What do you mean?
That is a question you should ask your mother.
Wait.
Find your mother.
Find her?
Wherever Merini is, she knows far more than I do.
Where will you go?
To find my honor. Beware the snakes in the grass, Cassandra.
I need to get out of here. I should head back to Varnavas.
And that's chapter 2 complete. Okay. Got Nikolaus' sword, which we won't be using. He also can't sour his mantle because it's a legendary. So because that's a chapter complete, we can pop a manual save. Yeah, and it's almost 11 in my time zone. I think this is a good moment to end the stream as well then. What I think I will do is I'll save when we're at the ship. Just so I don't have to walk all the way there at the beginning of next stream. Come on. Oh, these bandits respawned.
Let's keep out of sight.
After a conquest battle, most places respawn because the soldiers need to switch out. So you can actually farm conquest battles for really good loot as well, but not sure if I'm that interested in doing that. Alright, let's use a soldier. I'm so used to seeing mercenaries on horseback that I presumed it had to be a mercenary. Now, we are now entering into the toughest part of the run, which we will have to do next week. Because in Fokies there are many enemies that we need to fight, but that we can't insta-kill with stealth.
So,
and they have
did you kill your father?
heavy shields that we can't
I suppose
shield break.
won't judge you too harshly for a step patricide.
So it's gonna be tough.
Nikolaus raised me, trained me. He was my father, even if he did try to kill me.
Is that better or worse? No matter. Yours isn't the only complicated family in the world.
Thanks. I'm glad to have you around, Varnavas.
I'm happy to be here. Would anything else help?
Finding my mother. She's alive, Varnavas. At least, Nikolaus thought so.
Some good news, praise Ida. What's your plan? What course should I set, Captain?
For now, we go to Fokies. Elpinor said he'd meet me there. He owes me money and an explanation.
Aye, Cassandra. And let's seek the wisdom of the Pythia while we're there. If anyone has answers for you, it's the Oracle of Delphi.
The Oracle's predictions destroyed my family.
The Pythia has the wisdom of Apollo himself. Now, I'll admit, if people choose to ignore her, they might court disaster.
If we'd ignored the Pythia, my brother would still be alive, and our mother would be safe at home.
Back to business. You know where to meet Elpinor, I suppose?
His home is in Pilgrim's Landing, but Nikolaus's last words to me were a warning of snakes in the grass.
Sounds like you should make extra preparations.
Elpinor is the one who should prepare.
Meet me at Apollo's temple in Delphi when you're done dealing with the snakes.
Okay.
Elpinor has a lot of explaining to do.
And now we just... Oh, actually we leveled up. Isn't really much useful things we can get yet. Like, there are useful abilities, but we can't really use them now. Guess we could go for Arrow Master. Put points in that until we get to level 16. So we're kind of stuck until then, because then we can get the Shadow Assassin, level 3. Quick save. And that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for the people who showed up. If you are watching the VOD, it helps a lot if you leave a comment, just so I know people are enjoying the VODs. Thank you for everybody who showed up, and hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Good night.